I couldn't not ramble on about this because I am a lifelong Kingdom Hearts fan, completely obsessed, and if you've followed my channel forever, of course you know that. Of course you know I'm obsessed with Kingdom Hearts, so of course you know what I'm here to talk about. So, I'm sure you all know, Missing Link, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link got canceled. Womp womp. And they released some new information about Kingdom Hearts 4, just some screenshots, some very, like, personally, they're a bit rough looking screenshots, at least like the gameplay one. Like, I know it's really early in development, per se, I don't know, but I know that they gave us these screenshots as basically a consolation prize, because they canceled Missing Link. But here's why I'm not that butthurt about it. And I think most of the Kingdom Hearts community, at least the diehards like myself, are feeling this in a very strange way. Because in a way, we all kind of knew this was going to happen. Like, we all kind of knew this was going to happen. Like, I had a feeling this was the case ever since Tetsuya Nomura told Yoko Shimomura at the One Game Award thing, where he was like, oh, you didn't hear? I'll tell you backstage. And all of us were speculating, like, what the heck could this mean? And, like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, they're probably canceling Missing Link. Because shortly before or after that ceremony, Square Enix went through an entire shakeup, like, company-wide wise. They got a new president. They, like, stripped out, like, so many mobile games. Like, I think, Cynical of the Gamers Joint did a video on, like, all the mobile games that they took down, and it was like over 70, and it was insane. And even when they announced Missing Link initially, I was like, are they seriously going another phone game, and especially a GPS phone game? And that was already at the tail end of, like, mobile games kind of like losing their hype, and kind of like every single game is now some kind of cash grab. So, like, Union Cross and Unchained Key and Dark Road, those all came out at, like, the pristine time for mobile gaming. I mean, I was very into Unchained Key initially at the beginning. I was in the top 10 players in the US for, like, a couple days. Spent way too much money, and then I was like, you know what? And then once it got to the point where I had to, like, spend so much money just to progress, I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna wait until someone else does it and just watch the cutscenes. Shout out to Everglow. And my sentiment was the same thing with this game. Like, they had the beta, and, like, things were progressing, and they had all the story cutscenes, and they had so much fleshed out. It was supposed to come out in 2024, and then just nothing. And then they even said we had to delay it, and then they come out a few days ago and say they're canceling it. I mean, and a ton of people thought that they were going to cancel it, but they were like, okay, well, this is so far along in development, and there's been so much marketing towards it, there's no way they're going to just cancel this. Like, that's so much money sunk into that. And I'm not here to talk about all the money and the finances and why they canceled it, or the real reason as to why. Obviously, it was because they wanted to just strip out the mobile game schlock. They want to focus on quality titles, which I am all for. And I had a feeling when that happened, I'm like, they're definitely going to cancel Missing Link. Like, there's no way. It's been so silent. But everyone thought that it would have made the cut because it was so far along in development. And there was a lot of hype around it. But here's the thing. And I've seen this same sentiment for a lot of more diehard Kingdom Hearts fans. Is that this game was not anything we were looking forward to playing. I was not looking forward to playing a GPS-based Kingdom Hearts game. Like, I'll be honest. I honestly was going to check it out, play it, get a good sense of it, get as far as I could without having to spend money, and then just wait for the rest of the cutscenes to end up online. And I think that's what the majority of people were kind of gonna do. If you're as into Kingdom Hearts as I am, if you know the lore back and front, then all you care about are those story beats, because those story beats are important. So I don't care that they canceled Missing Link. In fact, I'm actually kind of happy that it's canceled. My only concern is does that mean all of that story stuff is going to be put into Kingdom Hearts 4, or is it going to be turned into something else? Because that's a lot of story, and if you know, Union Cross is like crucial story information, which really sucks for people trying to like understand what is going to be going on into Kingdom Hearts 4. So I have a theory, as to what exactly is going to happen. I think that they really wanted to capitalize on this like GPS trend because they have like Dragon Quest Walk is another one that's still very popular in Japan. Pokemon Go is still going strong, but that's it. Those are the only games still going strong for mobile because one, it's Pokemon, duh. So Kingdom Hearts in this aspect just doesn't really make sense. And I think when this was announced, everyone's like, it was moans and groans. Like, nobody wants to play like a gacha mobile game, especially for this story-heavy game. And my theory is that they were pushing to keep this game alive as long as possible. And they were like, you know what? Judging by how much story is in Union Cross that not a lot of new players are going to know about going into 4, then you're also going to lock that behind more paywalls in another mobile game. It's just not going to fly. With something as big as Kingdom Hearts, we need this to be accessible to everybody. So my thought of what they're gonna do, I'm thinking this is gonna be like a back cover situation. Like as stupid and as lame as that sounds, and as little as back cover really added to the story, except just kind of gave us a little bit of backstory on the foretellers. It did not go into depth about like literally over like 60% of the story that you need to know leading up to Missing Link. Like, nobody's gonna know what's going on, and I think that had to play a role in it. So people might get their hopes up thinking, oh, this is gonna be like a whole new console game now. They're gonna rework it into a console game. It's gonna be its own separate thing, like Days or Dream Drop Distance or Birth by Sleep. It's gonna be like a side game. They're not. I don't think they're going that route anymore. Kingdom Hearts is too big of a IP to just slap onto like smaller mobile things. So I unfortunately think, since it was so far along in development, they're either going to release like a DLC that's like a back cover thing, and it just explains the story beats from Missing Link, or it'll be like a DLC expansion after Kingdom Hearts 4 to kind of fill in the gaps of the story, because like we'll be introduced to Sigurd and we'll be introduced to a lot of new characters. And like the Master of Masters, which we did get him in Kingdom Hearts 3, but a more in-depth look at him. I think it's going to be more, they're adding this story as a DLC, like a cutscene movie, or later on, or it'll come with Kingdom Hearts 4, and it's like you unlock that after you beat the game. But knowing them, it'll probably be like an additional DLC that you can get later on. That's my thought. And honestly, Occam's Razor, I think that's going to be the way they're going to do it. They'll probably flesh out Missing Link into a more, like, I think they might go like an MMO route. Something a little more console-driven, PC-based. An actual online Kingdom Hearts game that plays like the console games and still has that bit of gacha mechanic, but it's not going to be on mobile. I think that mobile craze is definitely burnt out. It's burnt out a lot of people, myself included. So that's really it. And I know that might sound pretty crappy to be like, oh, well, we're just gonna get a bunch of cutscenes to watch. Well, what else do you expect? I really want them to get Kingdom Hearts 4 out, because I'll be honest, the screenshots that they gave, the only one that made me excited was the one where you can play as Mickey, which I'll probably put up here in the background or something. It's just the main gameplay one. The thing that stood out to me is the freaking Heartless don't have shadows. The shadows don't have shadows. Like, the design's sick as hell. Like, these demon-looking things, but they literally, half of them don't have shadows. The lighting's really off, and I just wish it looked a little crisper. Just a little bit. Because, like, I feel like for canceling an entire game, I think they should have shown a little bit more. I get it. I get why. Like, they cancel a game, they're like, we gotta give them something. And that leads me to, I think they're not gonna talk about this anymore for the rest of the year. Like, I literally was about to get on the hype train. I've been trying to hop on the hype train so many times to just fall on my freaking face. Ugh. I think that this is all we're gonna get. I don't think they're gonna be at Summer Games Fest. I don't think they're gonna be anywhere in the summer of like game fests across the world. I don't think Kingdom Hearts is gonna be at any of them. And I'm putting my hopes that low. Because if it does show up, good golly, I'm gonna be surprised. But overall, I saw the screenshots. I'm like, cool, you can play as Mickey and Scala. That looks awesome. Sora in some of these screenshots looks a little more cleaned up. Strelitzia looks great. Like, I just wish we got a little more other than just like new renders from the area where we saw in the initial trailer. And the only thing is the King Mickey thing, which I thought was sick. Like, oh, we get to play as Mickey, hooray! I mean, I don't know what else to ramble on about Missing Link. I mean, was I devastated to hear the news? Not really. I was more just concerned, like any other Kingdom Hearts fan, what's going to happen with the story? Because, as Tetsuya Nomura has said, any Kingdom Hearts game is very crucial to the story. And if we know Union Cross, this one was going to be very crucial to understanding things. So, I'm thinking they're going to go... So, yeah, TLDR, they're going to go like a back cover route and just make a Missing Link like movie that you can download as a DLC. They're going to call it like the Missing Link like Remembered or something, the Missing Link something, or just Missing Link movie DLC or something. I do not think this is going to be playable. I do not think that... I don't know. I honestly have no freaking clue what they're going to do, but they are going to use the Missing Link story beats to some degree. Maybe they are reworking it to a console game, who knows, but I think the best case scenario that we can hope for is that they're going to use these cutscenes as an additional DLC or unlockables, but I really doubt that, especially if they announce the cancellation this late, which they've been aware that they were going to cancel this for a while. Like, now of all times, I have no idea, just a random day. I don't know, maybe they had to have known, and they definitely have been making plans to adapt that, because they're not just going to let all that work go to waste, and there's no way that that's all just going to get scrapped, because if they're still hard at work on Kingdom Hearts 4, and that was very crucial to learning about the story, then that has to be used in some way. I'm going to keep re-saying it, so thanks for listening to my crazy ramblings about Kingdom Hearts. That's it for today. Bye.